Here we're reviewing the Caraway Well Done Cookware is Rare frying pan. This frying pan is a pretty heavy metal. It has a metal lid on it with the stamped name in it and a air hole in it. Has some raised sections along the sides. The pan is quite large. It has metal handles on it. And we're using it on a glass stovetop. So I'm going to move the pan on the stovetop. The directions here say not to use a really high heat on it. Wash the pan out real good so it's nice and clean. They say to use a real oil or butter instead of a butter spray. We're going to do a little stir fry thing here. They also say only to use soft, never metal, never sharp-edged tools. So we're going to use this plastic spatula. So we're going to put, and it also says to heat it up, never go over medium heat. So we're going to put maybe about 2 tablespoons of oil. It says you don't need a whole lot of oil. Too much oil is a negative. We're going to turn it on. They don't want you using a real high heat, so we're going to turn it on to triple, which is just a more of a medium type heat. Oh, got a little triple, and we are going to let it, because it is a big pan, so it fits over all 3 of the burners. This particular stove has the three burner section, so we're going to let that heat up for a minute and get it a little hot. See if we can move that oil around the pan some. Just heat it up for a minute or 2. It's a very nice pan, very heavy, packaged really well. The handle, they say if the handle gets too hot, that you should use a little pot holder, and I have these nifty silicone pot holders. So I'll use one of those if I need to. I'll just put it right on the pan so I don't even have to think about it. So there it is. We're going to be cooking, and that's heating up now. See if we can see the elements heating up. Looks like the oil is getting more liquid, moving around more in the pan, so it is getting a little heated. Actually can still touch the pan, this part of the pan. Not quite hot yet. So we'll wait just one more minute. We're going to be cooking vegetables. I have a little stir fry here. Pea pods, mushrooms, carrots. I'm going to put a little bit of pineapple in there with it and see how it cooks up. But the inside of this pot, very smooth, looks like a very high quality. It's got riveted or screwed in, I think that's screwed in handles. No, it looks like riveted handles on it. And the handles are metal. Has a hook for hanging it that's impressed right into the handle. One of the things they do tell you is when you pick up the lid, instead of picking up the lid like off of the pan to the side, they say if you pick up the lid and push it in like this, then you don't end up getting liquid on the stove, which is a really good thing to tell people, because I did that with my other pan and there's the residue from it that I tried to clean up, but the stovetop is still a little bit too hot. So it's getting hot, so I think I'm going to put the veggies in and we'll see how it goes. And this is kind of a lot of veggies because they cook down really fast. So I'm going to pop them right in here, and after I finish cooking them, I will post a picture and a review of the pan.
Hi folks, I am reviewing the Caraway 2 saucepans, 2 pots set, and this one is in the, I would call it, this isn't what they call it, but I would call it old school chalkboard green. It looks pretty true to color for how it was on the website. I followed the directions in the pamphlet. It tells you they're pre-seasoned and there's no need to do anything special. It tells you to lightly wash them with your soap and dry them before you set them on the burner. So you kind of prep the surface by slowly heating them medium to low range for at least 90 seconds. Now, I already cooked 2 eggs following those directions, and I felt they were not, here's the first round, I felt they didn't come out like the way I like them. The iron skillet, I like them to get kind of these golden edges. So I boosted the heat a bit because I'm a maverick and don't follow rules apparently. But also the pan was already hot from the first round of eggs. I only had a little bit of butter left in the pan. This round was done with a tablespoon of butter, and this was what with the butter that was left over, which was probably less than half. And I thought that would be a good road test as well. So as you can see, you're starting to get those edges, which I really, really like. This is the kind of egg I like, and normally I use that. I'm a big fan of iron skillets. But I need other kinds of, first of all, I need more pans than just one, and I need some sauce pans as well, and I don't like to use iron skillets for acidic things. Anyway, I was curious how this would perform. Sorry for my flipping job. I'm not very coordinated when I film. This is a very lowbrow cooking channel, as you can see. Oh my god, this is embarrassing, you guys. My egg form, my kids would be embarrassed. I'm ashamed. All right. So this is kind of, for me, perfection, you know, with seasoning, of course, but this is pretty perfection. I'm definitely starting to get used to the temperatures for my stovetop that these pans like. And I have it right now at medium high to high, and I think depending on how you like your eggs, for me, over medium is pretty much nirvana. And I think it's got there. They come out, as you see, nice and clean. Came out nice and clean. Well, it would if I had any proficiency while filming, which I don't. But yeah, these to me are the light in the way. And as you can see, there is nothing stuck in the pan. Anything that looks like it's brown or clingy isn't. I can easily brush it away. There's only about a 1/4 tablespoon of butter left, or was left to cook this round, and they came out perfectly. So I'm pretty impressed. This is how they look. Chalkboard green
is in danger now. How do you feel about all that?
I can't seem to get this pot clean. I've scrubbed it, I've done everything, I put keepers on it and can't get this clean. I'm so disappointed in this pot. It sticks a little bit. I use nothing but wood on it, and it already has a couple chips in it, and I'm very careful in my pots. So I just, look at this. This is just, I try to clean this off and it won't clean. So I'd like to a refund on this. I'm just so disappointed with this pan. So if I can get a refund, give me something else that I can clean, I would greatly appreciate this. But this pan is not good for me. Look at that. That is just horrible.
Here we go. This is what's a Caraway brand? Caraway, that's it.
Caraway brand. It's nice and heavy. It's a great fry pan.
Yep. And
it's also a good steam pan because it's got a tight lid with a little steam port right here for steaming vegetables or rice or anything.
Oh, yeah. It looks like that'd be easy to clean, maybe? I don't know if that's...
yeah. It's got a nice surface.
No stick surface.
And it's really heavy.
It came with its own little...
Oh, it came with that. That's a nice, cool thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm just going to try the handle real quick. Looks like that's thick and... Okay.
Yeah, it's got a really good weight to it.
Yeah, that is pretty heavy.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
These pans are amazing. They cook your food so evenly. Once the whole pan is like warm, everything is cooking and not just the spot that's on the burner. Nothing sticks to them. I just love them. The heavy duty materials that are used, it's ceramic, very nice, very classy.